In moments, you'll be watching V for Vendetta. One man seeks violent revenge against a bloody tyrant, and all of London gets turned upside down. But tonight, Hollywood gets turned upside down because of the premiere of Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. I'm Asha1, and I'm on the red carpet for the highly anticipated sequel starring Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law. I'll be around all night reporting for BBC America, so stick around. Meanwhile, don those Guy Fawkes masks, it's V for Vendetta. I'm on the red carpet for the premiere of Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows.
You know, it's an action-packed adventure, it's a mystery, you know, it's got a strange, bickering domestic relationship that Watson and Holmes had together. And I think in this one it starts quite late into the plot, so it gets going very quickly.
Fantastic. Well, you play Moriarty, Holmes' arch nemesis, who's never troubled with the question of morality. So in your opinion, though, who's the more brilliant man?
I think I have the edge because...
of course you'd say that.
Yeah. I'll tell you why, though, you see, because I think Moriarty considers Holmes' moral code as a limitation, as something that limits what he's able to do. So I think that he would consider himself free to do anything that he can conceive of doing if he wishes to do it.
Entertainment news now. Sherlock Holmes isn't the only movie this holiday season. Steven Spielberg brings to the screen The Adventures of Tintin, a popular comic in Europe that dates back to 1929. The BBC's Tom Brooks spoke to the cast and the director about converting this beloved character to a 3D motion capture blockbuster.
I always wanted to adapt it, so I spent 28 years trying until now, and there was no result until 4 years ago.
The scroll from the unicorn, a piece of paper like this.
You mean the poem? To be a part of that for a kid's first experience of seeing a Steven Spielberg film is amazing. Like, what a great honor for young people. That's good.
And I talked to actor Philip Reese about meeting Steven Spielberg for the first time.
I just remember the first day going to work, I was just so nervous. I needed to be escorted to the set. Like, Steven would go, pick up the glass with your right hand. I was like, which one's my right hand?
Coming up, Robert Downey Jr. talks to us about how he came to sing for Sting at a very special celebration.
Well, he asked, I thought it might be fun, I thought he wanted me to do some MC.
Stick around, that's after the break here on BBC America. We're back on the red carpet for Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. So you recently performed at Sting's 60th?
Yes.
How'd that come about?
Well, he asked, I thought it might be fun, I thought he wanted me to do some MC, and next thing you know, I'm singing Driven to Tears.
Nothing seems to get through. Will she become of our world? Who knows what to do? Driven to tears, driven to tears, driven to tears. It's the Robert Downey Jr.
More entertainment news. We told you about The Adventures of Tintin, but two other movies land in theatres on the same day. First, Hollywood takes a crack at The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo from the immensely popular novel by Stieg Larsson. English actor Daniel Craig gets the role of Michael Blomkvist. American actress Rooney Mara is Lisbeth Salander.
I want you to help me catch a killer of women.
Watch for Simon Pegg, back for another adventure with Tom Cruise and the Impossible Missions Force in Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Go, Ethan.
This time, the secretary won't have to disavow any knowledge of their actions because they aren't telling anyone what they're up to. In music, a second volume Greatest Hits collection is out from Katherine Jenkins. It's called One Fine Day and features the singer defying all musical categories. Doctor Who fans will remember her from last year's Christmas special as Abigail Pettigrew. When we return, actor Hugo Weaving, the man behind the mask in V for Vendetta, talks about the conflicting role his character plays as a vigilante and teacher.
He's desirous for revenge. He's a multifaceted character. He's been wounded very much by by specific characters who are now ahead of the government, and as a result he's desirous for revenge. But he also has very strong beliefs about the nature of government and the nature of individual freedom, and that people within a society need to take responsibility for themselves and do something about their government if that government is oppressing them. I think when those houses of parliament explode at the end of the film, I think it's quite an extraordinary and provocative and disturbing thing to see. Within the world of the film, however, it has become a symbol of oppression, and within that world it has become something quite different.
We're back on the red carpet for Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. Good to see you. So obviously our audiences will remember you from A Girl with a Dragon Tattoo, and now that's getting the Hollywood treatment. What do you think is the fascination with the character? Why are people so drawn to her?
Well, she's such a fighting spirit, and she have gone through a lot of really hard stuff, but she doesn't see herself as a victim, and she always finds ways of surviving and turning all the bad things she's gone through into strength in a way. And I think that's something beautiful, and it's quite fascinating for people.
Do you think actors have to draw from personal experiences then to be able to play a role like Lisbeth Salander?
Yeah, I think you always need to use yourself and translate things from your life into the character too, because I never think you can lie. You can't pretend, because people will see that. So I think you need to find things in your own life that you can use and translate.
After the break, John Hurt talks about how V for Vendetta mixes genres to create a thoroughly new entertainment.
Some people have said, oh my God, is it a serious movie? No, it's not serious, but it's what it talks about is serious, yes. The way in which fascists get in most cases, and that is when a country is somewhat in limbo, there's a lot of liberal thinking and nobody quite knows what to do, so a strong man comes along, takes hold of the reins, and is welcomed and is cheered into power, until, of course, he begins to take over absolute power. And it's quite difficult to talk about because there's never been anything quite like it, I don't think. I've never seen anything like it. It's an action film in genre. It's unquestionably, it's a political film in argument, and it mixes the whole thing together. So some people have said, oh my God, is it a serious movie? No, it's not serious, but it's what it talks about is serious, yes.
More entertainment news. Morrissey returns this weekend to the States for one last show of his tour of America when he plays the Congress Theatre in Chicago. The singer and lyricist, hailed as one of the most influential artists ever, has been performing music from his solo career and from the band he led, The Smiths. Doctor Who's Matt Smith has shot a video for Visit Britain. The subject, Visit Wales. Spending 9 months a year in Cardiff shooting Doctor Who, Smith has become fond of the country and its people.
I spend 9 months a year in Cardiff, so for 9 months a year it is home. I've got to know the people very well because of the crew that I work with, and I've become very fond of the Welsh.
And coming to New York, Emmy winner, BAFTA winner and Golden Globe winner, Stephen Merchant. The co-creator of The Office and Extras is launching his stand-up act, Hello Lady.